back in. He went ploughing, something else went wrong with the plough. We've given up. He's put the sumo on, he's going to finish the field with the sumo. Make a nice trial anyway, won't it? Good news is this started this morning, so we're just going to... Well, Rob's just bolting all the bits back together that we took off and the panels so that we can cart grain with it in a minute. And my haircut, as you saw last night, the beans, we're putting them through the batch dryer. Normally we dry them on the drying floor, then finish them off in the batch dryer and give them a hoover out, but because there's so few of them, we're just putting them through now, as we're putting them really, and then we'll just store them on the drying floor until the barley's gone out the shed, then swap them round and put them in the back of the shed with the barley's in. That's the plan anyway. So I'm going to get cutting the rest of them today. It is officially Liv's last day today because she actually starts to fish in German tomorrow. So, but yeah, she's worked all weekend to help us finish cutting beans. She's just tipping off last night's load. No point in tipping it in there to scoop it into there. We're just tipping it straight into the dryer now. See how the dryer's hoovering out some of the pods? It's a lot cleaner where it's come out than when it went in. One thing about this shed is you can't hit the roof. Pull forward a bit now. The dryer's actually sucking some in at the moment as well. Just trying to get it stockpiled, but shove it up with a Merlot in a minute. The dust on the lens. Well, it'll be alright if you pull forward. There. He's here, still looking a bit COVID-y. Andrew's just going to go and drop a little bit of grass at Brook House and what we call the golf club field before he takes the mower off and puts the tedder on, and Ted's what he cut yesterday. It's only thin stuff what he's doing. I'm going to put this on the header trailer because the 936 is just cut out twice in moving it. We thought we'd found out what was wrong with it, but it keeps cutting out and it seems to be putting pressure into the filter and blowing back. Could an injector stick open and cause that, or would it mean that it'd run rough when it did start? We're not sure, or does it just need some good hard work to get it right and then get all the air completely out the system because we've had everything off? Who knows, but it's annoying and we don't want it cutting out on the way to the field with the header on and the combine behind, because it'd be a right nightmare really. We want to get it running and get it working some ground in a field where it doesn't matter if it cuts out until we get all the air out the system. It's frustrating though. It couldn't have cut out in a worse place. It is right in the middle of the yard on a bend. Got the airline out the combine because the tyre looks soft on the header trailer. Don't think we've used this till we're using a lay-by on the back of the truck on our way to John O'Groats. But blow this up now. That's much better now. The tracks look a little bit dry, so I've just salted them. Airline away, roll. Loud that blow off valve, isn't it? Anyone else is like that? So a few weeks ago, this was like really short beans, not a lot of topsoil here, right on top of the sandstone, south facing, total sun trap. Beans about 4 inches high, not many pods on them. Then obviously that bare ground, we get that wet, warm weather, and suddenly fat hen has just completely swamped them out. Couldn't really spray them because of the seed crop. You can clean it out, but obviously it's slow going through the combine because we're having to chop it up and spread it out the back. You couldn't really round up it either because it was seed. Otherwise that would have made combine a lot easier, and it had also not got away because we could have sprayed it a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, we've just got to persevere and just chomp through it. I could have sprayed it with a thing called Spotlight. You don't think you can use Reglone anymore, but it's banned. But it was going to cost us £20 or £30 an acre. It's just not worth it, especially when the yielding's so low, because the drought killed them basically. We're emptying the tank now anyway. I'm no expert, but I'm thinking that is pretty low. It's a bit of a joke really how low that cable is. Just combined up that, jam the front elevator. That can go in the ditch and it won't cause any hassle again. These are only 6 inches high here. There's pigeons landed in them and pulling the bottom pods off as well. Another field ticked off now. Only 1 to go of beans of our own. Absolutely awful yield up here on the light land. I keep saying this, but yeah, it doesn't make me feel any better either. Got that field there next to go to. Rob's there. Using the 7.7 because obviously the 936 is messing about. Listen to that purr. Just jumped off to show you. So I know I'm knelt down in it, but it's 2 foot tall, quite a lot of pods. Generally, not that bad this bit of the field. You know, my boot next to it for scale. So you got like nearly 3 foot tall to be honest. Now I'm going to go across to the other side of the field, jump off, and show you the difference between the soil that's got a bit of clay content to it and the soil that's just sandy and no depth in topsoil. You can see the difference in yield. This is the other end of the field. Not even a foot high. Tiny pods, some of them have just died. Pigeons have probably knocked them open anyway. Shriveled up little beans. Lets the weeds in as well. Seriously getting fed up with this dry weather in June. I think that's 2 really dry spells in 3 years. They've just knackered the crops. If only the whole lot looked like this here. A lot taller, nice and clean, because obviously it's swamped the weeds out for light than the rest of the field. Now here it's been doing 2.76 tonnes per hectare. Over there it's been doing 0.3 in places. Like 9 times the difference in yield. Incredible really. There we go, that's a wrap for the beans. Probably the worst year for beans ever. Just want to show you this. All the little like flies that come out of the beans on everything. Anyway, homeward bound. What they say, old school cool. 21 years, 22 years old that tractor. On our way back, and I've just come to look where we drilled, sown it with a drone. Look at this. A few little bits coming up. Maybe. It's a bit behind now where if we run across here. This was sown a few days previously with the drill. See it coming up here, a bit of flea beetle damage on this. lot of flea beetle damage actually. There you go. Nearly all of them have been damaged. Some look like they've nearly disappeared. That's a bit disappointing. Now, we haven't used insecticides for around 10 years, but this field, we've only farmed it for 2 or 3 years, maybe. So maybe we've not got the beneficials living in the soil, and that's why this has been susceptible to flea beetle damage. Yet the other ground we've got isn't. Yeah, it might be a bit of a disaster, this field, to be fair, which is a shame. Have to see what comes. Back. Question is that on the weighbridge or not? I think it's just on. Just. Morgan there just disking down the ploughing, getting it level. This is where he's sumoed. I don't know what he's done here, he's missed a bit though. But that's sunset. Lives ordering an Indian, a last supper. He leaves today, starts a professional job tomorrow.
Professional. Farming isn't very professional.
My dad put something on Facebook saying that she was starting a professional job tomorrow, and I was like, you mean we're not professional? Yeah, I'm going to go over here because this is where he ploughed, and then this is, so where it's been sumo doesn't need disking because that's quite level. Where he ploughed, he's been disking it level. So we've got some sort of seed bed, and then we're going to roll it, keep the moisture in, hopefully the weeds will grow now, then we'll direct drill straight into it as late as we dare. Can you hear that? Beast. There's a plough in the field in this race. No shoes on. They've got some footage before. That sky's just getting better and better of him sumoing, so I'll show you that. But more importantly, 900 litres of diesel we've used in this field so far. It's only 44 acres. 620 litres is in the tank. It would not have ploughed the field on a full tank. It's just... Oh. It is compacted, so we have got to do something, but it just shows you what we're saving every year, normally. Oh yeah, don't forget as well, check out the Real Country File. That's out before I forget. That's out today at 4 o'clock. Absolutely amazing sunset. Sunset is setting now on Harvest 2023. Liv's last 10 minutes, she's leaving soon. So we're going to do the birthday bumper. So happy birthday, Max Cutting.
And David Cashmore, who's 82.
And Gavin Wake, also happy Father's Day for in Australia. Cheers.
yeah, happy birthday everyone on there, and also whoever the phantom purse is that rounded up to £45,000. Someone put £55 on to round it up today and left it anonymous, so thank you for that. But yeah, 45,000 raised for the North West Air Ambulance. Look at that sky, isn't it amazing? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all tomorrow, and good luck, Liv, tomorrow on your first day at work, your professional job.
Thank you, everyone.